been? Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Hello, this is Editing Christelle here. How you doing? I just wanted to hop on and quickly say, yes, if you notice that there's a difference in the orientation of the videos, like sometimes the videos are in portrait mode rather than landscape, that was because I was very new to vlogging and I thought you could just hold the phone the normal way as in portrait mode, and everything would come out great. And no, there are those black bars on either side. I'm very sorry, but I hope you stick through the video. Please bear with me. Things got better. And so I just wanted to hop on and say if you see any differences within each video, that's why. Some of these clips were filmed months ago. We are in November now as I'm editing, and I filmed a lot of these clips in August when I first started getting treatment and first started my YouTube channel. So anyway, just wanted to let you know by the next two videos, it'll probably be a little bit more consistent. So enjoy. Hey y'all, my name is Christelle. If you don't already know me, I'm just starting this channel. Well, we'll see if I'll really start it. I'm still sort of on the fence about it, but I am a second-year medical student currently taking a medical leave of absence because I have sickle cell disease and I'm trying to get a better manage on it before I continue my medical education. So I just wanted to bring you guys along the journey. This is a very new thing for me. It's a little bit weird looking at a screen and just talking to myself. So bear with me in all the things that may be weird or unnatural on the camera. Hopefully it'll become natural to me soon. We'll see. So I just wanted to hop on here and just record a little bit. Today is August the 4th, and I'm just looking at the clock over there. It's 12:48, and I am starting my first Adakveo Infusion. It's a disease-modifying therapy for patients with sickle cell disease, and I'm really excited to start today, even though I'm a little bit tired. I'm in pain, so I may look a little muted, but I am super excited to start. Maybe I might document how I'm feeling with the infusions, how the first infusion goes, what the process is like. If any of you are on the fence about starting Adakveo or not, obviously this will just be my experience. This is not medical advice, okay? Your girl is not a doctor yet. So I'm hoping to film when I get there as well, but I don't know the layout. This is my first time at this institution and my first time like having this sort of process, so I kind of don't want to mess around too much. So you might see me when I come back home, but I'll try to get a few clips while I'm there. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Toodles.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm here at the infusion center.
This one? You say that the other one?
Wednesdays are that way.
Yeah.
It's a nice little seat here.
I don't know. Okay, fine. So you can open it. Yeah. Open it.
So I just got back from the infusion. Well, I'm not home yet. I have to go feed my friend's cat, so I'm at her place now. But yeah, I didn't get to record that much while I was there because I was definitely nervous about having my camera out. Yeah, I was just embarrassed about myself, to be honest. And I had my mask on, and you wouldn't be able to hear me. So I was like, whatever, let's just forget about it. So yeah, the infusion went well. Had a couple pokes to get the IV in, which is the norm for me and most people who have small veins or veins that have been like poked a million times. Y'all already know the trouble. Already know the trouble. So yeah, it feels very anticlimactic, but it's done. I got my first infusion, and my next infusion is in 2 weeks. So we shall see. I'm very excited to see, what kind of improvements my body makes. Yeah, that's all I have to say for now. I feel okay, and hopefully it stays that way. All right. Toodles. Good morning. I just wanted to give a quick update about how I've been feeling since the Adakveo infusion yesterday. I got home and was super tired, but I don't think that was anything related to the infusion. I already was pretty tired this whole week, and I think I'm in the middle of some sort of crisis, so I figured it wasn't anything infusion related. I got home and basically just went straight to bed at like 9 p.m. and I did have like the best night's sleep I've had in a while. I didn't wake up until like 6 a.m., which normally I wake up a couple times throughout the night and like toss and turn a bit. So that was really good. So today I'm feeling refreshed, dare I say it. And so right now I am just working on my research project, just sending a couple of emails and setting up some meetings. So yeah, I just want to let you know that I'm feeling okay, and I'll keep you posted at the next time point. Hello, y'all. So if you happen to be wondering whether or not I actually kept you posted at the next time point, and spoiler alert, I did not. But don't worry, I am going to talk about my second infusion, and I'll give you guys all the details. So don't worry, it just didn't actually get filmed at the time. Anyway, I watched these clips over while I was editing and thought it would be beneficial if I came on here and gave you guys some more details and some context about how I was feeling after the first infusion. I feel like in the moment, or at that time of the infusion, and even now, it's a little bit difficult to decipher whether how I was feeling was related to Adakveo infusion side effects, or if it was just related to my normal sickle cell symptoms. For example, 2 of the side effects of Adakveo are fatigue and pain, which, because I have sickle cell, those are 2 symptoms I already feel normally. And at the time, I remember I was having a lot of pain and I was really tired. So those are side effects, but I already feel those every day. So how do you really tell the difference? Before my first Adakveo infusion, I was having quite a bit of pain. So throughout the night, I would be tossing and turning, and I'd probably wake up around 2 or 3 times a night and was able to go back to sleep after like readjusting and turning on the heating pad again. Or I would read the Bible or do Anki cards to help me fall asleep. And that would pretty much help me go back to sleep. But I would wake up throughout the night. As I mentioned in the clips earlier, I did have a banging night's sleep after my infusion, and I was really tired that night. So, I want to make an educated guess and say that because I was tired that night and because I'd slept so deeply after the Adakveo infusion, that there was probably a little bit of fatigue at play due to the Adakveo, but again, that's just an educated guess. I can't actually say firmly that it was definitely the Adakveo or definitely my sickle cell. So that one's up in the air. At that time, before my first Adakveo infusion, I also was having a lot of pain. Even though I was like smiling and recording and, working on some of my passion projects, like my research project, I still was in a lot of pain. And the same thing goes for me right now. Even though I'm recording and I'm smiling and I'm actually in a really great mood, I still have some pain. And I just typically don't show my pain even though I'm in it. And that's something that I've been doing for, I can't count how many years now, at least the past decade. And so that's just the way I cope, and that's how I deal with my pain. I don't necessarily show it. So in the video, in that next day clip, when I said I was feeling good, I was basically saying that I was feeling good in the context that I didn't think the Adakveo infusion caused me any issues or caused me any symptoms that were different from what I was experiencing at that time. And, I'm debating whether or not I will keep the next few things that I'm about to say in the video. I know that I'm creating this video because I want to explain my experience with Adakveo, especially after the first infusion. And I want other people who are thinking about Adakveo infusions, or those of you who just want to learn more about what Adakveo does to different people, I want you guys to know all the specific details. But I do feel, I kind of feel a little bit weird, a little bit sad, because I feel like part of me feels like I need to explain the apparent dissonance between my face and how I'm acting, and then when I say the words "I'm in pain." And I realized that I still do have the fear that people don't believe me when I say I'm in pain because I look happy and I look normal and I'm just like doing my everyday things. And that fear comes from a very real place and real experiences with doctors and nurses and clinicians not believing me when I go to the hospital and telling them how I'm feeling. My fear is rooted in the very real experiences that patients with sickle cell face every single time they go to the hospital. There are so many patients that I know who aren't believed when they go to the hospital and don't get the care that they need because people don't believe them. I even know some patients with sickle cell disease that their family members and their friends don't believe them when they say they're in pain. And honestly, I just don't know what I would do if in the healthcare system I was not believed, and then when I went home I wasn't believed. I don't want to imagine how difficult that might be. And to be honest, I think there's a little bit of fear inside of me where I get scared that people will pick apart my videos and say, hey, well, you said you feel good and you look fine, but how come you say you're in pain? And I worry that me putting myself out there on the interwebs for everyone to see is going to be an opportunity for people to accuse me of lying and to invalidate my experience because they are not in my shoes. And so, yeah, that fear is there, and it's there for a reason, because I've had many instances where people have accused me of not telling the truth or accused me of saying that I'm in pain when I'm not. And then I just get worried that putting myself out there on the internet is just an opportunity for naysayers and people to sort of try to get me down or just call me a liar. And that hurts. The thought of that hurts. But I need to just continue to stay grounded in myself, and that's what I try to do. I know my experience. I know who I am. I'm honest. I'm authentic. I have integrity, and I wish my life wasn't like this. To be honest, I wish I wasn't in pain. Why would I? I just don't understand. Like, there are no perks of being in pain all the time. There are no perks. So I know myself, and so I'm sort of committing myself to being open and honest and sharing all of these experiences, even though sometimes it gives me fear. Sometimes I get worried about what people are going to say and think and do with my content, but I can't worry about that because if I stay stuck in fear, I won't be able to make the impact that I want to. So yeah, I just felt like I really needed to say that. But yeah, I'm not gonna worry about the potential people who may not believe me because that's not my business. I know that there are so many people out there needing change, and I'm not gonna let my fears stop me. So yeah, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm gonna make this channel for that reason. Through my life and through my experiences and sharing that with you guys, I want to be able to replace false narratives about patients with sickle cell disease with accurate narratives, with positive narratives about people with sickle cell disease. I want to dismantle the stigmas that are placed against people with sickle cell disease. I want to challenge people to check their biases and to reflect on the things that they may have learned that aren't necessarily accurate about people with sickle cell disease, about Black people, about non-white people. And I want to create a community of people, healthcare professionals, healthcare students, regular people who aren't in the healthcare field. I want to create a community of people who respect patients with sickle cell disease and can advocate for people with sickle cell disease. And at the end of the day, this is ultimately to help improve care that's given to patients with sickle cell disease, because it's just so unnecessarily hard out here, especially for adults with sickle cell. So for this reason, I'm actually thinking of sharing some of my not so great hospital experiences and even having some guests on my channel to share their experiences so that we could spread awareness about sickle cell disease and the improvements and the changes that are necessary to be made so that we can get better care. So if y'all would be interested in hearing those things specifically, feel free to let me know in the comments down below so that I can get get an idea of whether or not you'd be interested. So anyway, going back to the point of this video before I got on that tangent, going back to where I left off, we were talking about, side effects of Adakveo. So since I was in the same amount of pain before the infusion and I was in the same amount of pain after the infusion, I don't think Adakveo had anything to do with my pain after that first infusion. So overall, my first Adakveo infusion went pretty smoothly. I'll definitely share my experiences from the second infusion, the third infusion, the fourth infusion. I think I've received 5 so far, so I will definitely let you guys know, because the second and third one, you know, there was a little more interesting story happening there. So I'll make that into a separate video probably, because I think I've been recording for quite some time now, so I don't want to make this video too long. So anyway, thanks for coming to my channel. Thanks for listening to this video. Thanks for watching till the end. I hope y'all see where I'm coming from and understand a little bit of my vision for this channel and my vision for patients with sickle cell disease in the future. I'm hoping for a brighter future, and I want to be a part of that positive change, which is why I have this channel. So I appreciate that y'all are here with me, and I can't wait to take you along with me on my journey. So anyway, don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and to hit the subscribe button. It's free, it's painless, please. Anyway, don't miss any more of my videos. If you want to learn more about what happened in my next few Adakveo infusions, definitely subscribe so that you can see the rest of those videos. I think if you click the notification bell, that will help you to be alerted of my next video. So thanks for coming. See y'all next week. Toodles! Right when I decide I want to film, somebody's leaf blowing outside, which we do appreciate, but why? Why now?